Greetings everyone, welcome back to Blade Bias. I'm on break, as you may or may not be able to tell from the different background. And this is the first time that I don't really have anything to talk about yet, because my week with the Firefly is still ongoing. My week with the Chroma is also still ongoing. And I'm missing a lot of my collection, which we'll get into that in just a minute. So I just wanted to take the time to do a little channel update and talk about some things that have gotten kind of neglected since I have been talking about things for so long. I've been in such a crazy streak of having things to talk about. It's so humbling to be able to be in that position where every other day it feels like you're getting some new cool package to check out. So I hope you guys have been enjoying. I want to thank everyone who watches the videos. You're pretty much the only reason that I get sent stuff like that. And I want to thank all the makers who are sending me stuff. It's super cool. Never think that I take the position that I am in for granted, because I don't. It's a very cool thing. So, updates. I want to take the time at the beginning of the video to shout out the description, because I'm not like a typical YouTuber in the sense that I'm always shilling like, oh, subscribe, oh, like, comment, all that stuff. And I don't say that to be like, oh, I'm not like other YouTubers, I'm so quirky. No, I legitimately just forget. I legitimately just kind of forget to say that stuff because it's so far out of my mind when I'm talking about ballad songs and trying to flip and trying to have like an opinion that is coherent and all of that. So I want to take the time to shout out the links in the description, because I've gotten a lot of comments asking about things that are just in the description always. If you scroll down into the description of the video, you'll get a one-liner about the video, and you will get links. Links to my Instagram, links to my main YouTube channel, links to the Discord, which you should totally join, and links to my ballad song recommendation document, where I give a whole bunch of recommendations at different price points and preferences, which is pretty cool. So go check that out. I notice every time I mention, like, even just say the word my Discord, it results in a flood of people coming in. So I want to make sure you're all aware of the stuff that's down there. So yeah, next up, I want to talk about future videos, because you might notice that this is not the video that I came up with in the Canyon video. This isn't that idea, don't worry. That video is still going on. I did record that after I finished the video where I unboxed the Firefly, but I wasn't really happy with how it turned out, so I scrapped it. Took a little time on the drawing board, and I aim to have that out probably when I get back to school. I'm not able to do it right now. Which is, I'm actually just realizing I don't have the Vault Pro anymore, which is going to hamper that video quite a bit. But speaking of the Vault Pro, there's going to be 6 ballad songs that you don't see. So if you haven't seen a ballad song in a while, chances are it's probably on display on my desk. That's like the Impusa, the Nemesis, the Damascus Kraken. But if there's stuff that I've flipped a lot, like the Superfly, that's because I lent out a good portion of my collection for some friends to try. I'm not going to say which friends, because I did not say, like, you have to make content about this. So I don't want people to find them and ask their opinions and ask them, oh, please make a video on this thing that Ethan sent you. If they want to do that, they can, but I'm not, like, making that a condition of sending them anything. I just wanted them to genuinely try it out. So that's where some of the ballad songs are. They'll come back eventually. They're just on loaner right now to people who can check them out, and I'm excited to see. I'm at least excited to ask them what they think about it, but, you know, that's just because I'm curious about people's opinions, especially those who I respect. And then other videos that I want to make in the future, I do want to make that video where I talk about kind of behind the scenes stuff, mostly because I do value my transparency and maintaining trust between me and my audience, but also because when I used to watch YouTube, not that I don't anymore, but when I used to not be a YouTuber, I found all the behind the scenes stuff incredibly interesting. So I think it could be fun to make a video kind of going over, here's how I run the channel, here's my criteria for everything, here's how I decide what gets uploaded when, and stuff like that. So I think that video could be pretty fun to both make and fun for you guys to watch, as well as providing you guys with a little bit more honesty in how you should think of my opinions, I guess. What biases me. Humans are all biased, but again, a conversation for that video. Also in that video, I want to talk about the difficulty of talking about neutrality in balisongs. No one ever really agrees on a neutral balisong, and I think I know why that is, so I want to talk about that, as well as just some other various ideas that have been kind of floating around in my head up there, which I'm pretty excited about. I think that wraps up all of the... Oh yeah, no, that was the other thing. Bonus biases as well, about maybe some of the headphones in my collection, maybe a game or two like I teased a few weeks back, or some balisong accessories that I got recently. All things that we could get on a bonus bias. But I think that covers most of like the channel updates. What I wanted to talk about for the last half of this video is the Nabalis Wing, because I've been sleeping on the Nabalis Wing, bro. My initial video came out, and I don't know, I would say I was lukewarm on it. You know, I liked it, but I wasn't terribly hyped up about it. But I need to give credit to Jack Pyro, Jack Piatti Pyro, or DJ Eyeless Pyro, some of you may know him. I watched his first impressions video on the Wing, and he was so impressed by it that it made me say, I'm going to break out my Wing again and start flipping it. And it made me realize just how much I like it. I think it might just be the fact that my Prisma Pro has been absent for so long. This Slift T-Blade has been on my Prisma Pro for so long that I kind of forget what the Prisma Pro flips like. I don't, but like it's just not... It's not recent in my memories. So the Wing might just be taking that spot for me, but I have been really enjoying the Wing. I think my complaints for it still stand. The grip, while not being as bad as I initially said in the unboxing video, isn't the best to me personally, but I don't have too many issues with it. And then my biggest problem is the chaplains. I just released a clip on my Instagram earlier today, and you can see the Wing has been tearing up my hands. Basically, all of this is from the tip, just the tip scratching me and poking me. But my fingers that I do chaplains on, there were a lot of like 0G chaplains, and there was a ring finger chaplain. My fingers are kind of sore just from the discomfort of this chaplain. But other than that, man, this thing just fits my preferences so well. It carries momentum nicely. The blade has enough weight. The blade has enough tip weight. It just feels right in the way that the Kraken kind of does to me. And it's also got the rounded handles, which I love. The machining is pretty good. The look of it overall is quite amazing. I really like the Wing, so much so that I actually went into my balisong recommendation document and changed the Vault Pro out for the Wing. Because while I believe that the Vault Pro is still an excellent choice for people who like handle bias at that price point, ultimately the Wing fits my preferences just a little bit more with its rounder handles. And while I still do think that the Vault Pro wins in some areas, like grip and, I don't know, being maybe a little bit more of a standard handle bias flipper than the Wing is, something that maybe more people will like. For my personal preferences, which, you know, that's what my recommendations are based on, I like the Wing a little bit more. I do. It just feels so good. And I really, really like it. So shout out Pyro for making me go back to my Wing again, because I've been sleeping on this thing. I have absolutely been sleeping on this thing. I love it. Let's do the... Ready? Damn it. Do some cool tricks on it. Woo. Ow. Do some cool tricks on it, I said. As soon as I call it out, I'm not able to do it anymore. So whatever. But I really like the Wing. I just felt the need to tell you about that in this little update video. So I think that does it. I've been sleeping on the Wing, and there's a few little channel updates. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any suggestions. Anything that you want to see me talk about that isn't a balisong. Because... yeah, I'm just not in a place where I can just like buy whatever people want to see me review, especially if I've already reviewed something similar to it. One big one that I get is like, oh, are you going to check out like the Orion trainer? And it's like, I've already checked out the Orion live blade. So we'll, in the future, don't worry. In the future, we'll check out all that stuff. But for right now, got to just stick with what we got and what's coming out. But that's pretty much going to do it. Thank you all for watching. I'm going to go enjoy my break a little bit more. And I'll see you in the next one. Later.